Let's bring in conservative commentator Alicia Krause and District Media Group President Beverly Hallberg. Thank you both for coming on. Here's The View going after, once again, Carrie Underwood. Watch this.
She says, I love our country. How do you love your country and support and normalize somebody who was a convicted felon?
I won't be watching.
Yeah, I've scheduled a spa day.
They loathe half the country, Alicia, more than half the country. They just loathe these people who voted for Trump.
Listen, as an OG Carrie Underwood fan from the American Idol days, a fellow Okie gal, by the way, I gotta say, good for her statement. I've heard rumblings for a while that she ain't exactly a conservative like me, but I think that she understands her audience, and I think that she understands that the American people actually need to come together during this time, and it's better for democracy, which those ladies at The View claim to, purport all of the time. They want to be defenders of democracy, while they continually refuse to acknowledge that the American people spoke democratically in November, and Donald Trump is going to be my president, your president, and their president on Monday.
Yeah, he really will be. Beverly Hallberg, to you now, because talking about smearing people, Pete Hegseth says the liberal media smeared him. Watch.
A small handful of anonymous sources were allowed to drive a smear campaign and agenda about me because our left-wing media in America today, sadly, doesn't care about the truth. All they were out to do, Mr. Chairman, was to destroy me. And why do they want to destroy me? Because I'm a change agent and a threat to them.
I mean, he really did get the Kavanaugh treatment, Beverly.
Well, when you look at all the nominees that Trump has had, it's definitely the case that Pete Hegseth has gotten the most hate from left-wing media. I think it's for a variety of reasons. One is the fact that he's been an ardent Trump supporter for years. He's spoken out against woke policies in the military. And I think even the fact that he's been a Fox News host, that doesn't really give you brownie points with the left. Now, I think the other reason they were terrified of him is he is a good communicator. He proved that today. I think Democrat senators are coming out of this just hoping they had a soundbite go viral, because I don't really think there was a concerted effort on their messaging as a whole caucus to be able to really trip him up. He did a great job with what he said.
FoxNews.com writes the following here, speaking of the liberal media and some of the problems they are incurring. Washington Post daily digital reader base shrunk during Biden years by nearly 90%. In January 2021, the Post had around 22.5 million daily active users. By mid-2024, its daily users hovered around 2.5 to 3 million daily. That's a historic collapse.
It is, but we've been seeing it dip for a really long time, so I don't think that this comes as much of a surprise, but I think especially 2024 was the end of mainstream, traditional, old-fashioned, owned by billionaire, left-leaning media. And I think you have some of them, like Zuckerberg and Bezos, are trying to claw that back a little bit, trying to be more balanced. I don't know if it's going to work. I think it might be too little, too late for them to recover from this. Yeah,
the Los Angeles Times' Patrick Soon-Shiong is like, you know what, we make it balanced because people are hemorrhaging and leaving us in droves. Here's Jimmy Kimmel lying and almost crying. Watch.
We see our fellow men and women coming together to support each other. I don't want to get into all the vile and irresponsible and stupid things our alleged future president and his gaggle of scumbags chose to say. The fact that they chose to attack our firefighters, who apparently aren't white enough to be out there risking their lives on our behalf.
He never attacked the firefighters. He attacked the politicians. He attacked the politicians, Beverly.
Yeah, if you look at what Donald Trump has been saying, even before this tragedy happened, he has been pointing to Gavin Newsom about the potential of fires for years now. And that is a white male. That is not a minority fireman. So this is just blanket lies. And I think what we're seeing, whether it's talking about climate change, whether they're saying that Donald Trump is politicizing this and all Republicans are pouncing, it's because they know they don't have much of a case when it comes to their liberal politicians. You're even seeing celebrities speak out against some of these liberal politicians, and frankly, I think they're scared.
Yeah, Beverly Hallberg, Alicia Krause, thank you both. Fire crews now on high alert from San Diego.